Hello, welcome to Joy News Interactive on Joy News Prime, the holiday edition, and we have some very interesting subjects to discuss with you. First of all, we know today is the Founders Day edition, or is it the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day edition of the news? And we know President Akufo-Addo has proposed a legislation to Parliament to make August 4 a holiday, and that will be for Founders Day, and then the 21st of September, another holiday that will be for the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day. But we've been asking, is it a necessary legislation? For example, the NDC has said when they come into power, they're going to reverse this trend. The CPP has also made a similar proposal. We're asking you, do you think that two parties should strike a compromise to have one day set aside for this? Let's hear some of your responses.
I don't think we have one founder in Ghana. I don't think we really have any one founder in any country. So I don't have a problem with the founders, with apostrophe D. And I don't really think this issue is about political parties. It's about facts. What are the facts to the issue? Was Ghana founded by one person? I don't think so. A lot of people contributed towards our independence. So why don't we set one day to celebrate all these people, as you have in America, the Memorial Day, and then things will be easier.
The Founders Day is supposed to be 21st of September, but I just don't like it when political parties want to do things like they want it to look like, make the other political parties feel too bad. That is what my problem is. It is about time they come together and then try make it if they don't want to make it 21st, it's okay, they can still make it 4th.
To me, whether it's Founders, Nkrumah or whatever, the question is, what are we benefiting as a nation? What are we benefiting from celebrating Nkrumah's birthday or Founders Day or whatever?
Raps, I've been wanting to ask you this question. August 4, September 21, doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Neither.
Well, we've been asking this question on our social media platforms, and you've been sending some messages. Let's take some of them now. And Kwesi Boateng Aipa says, NDC should bow in shame. You chase your own founder out of his own political party, and now you're out there trotting. In school, I was taught the big six, who were they, school prefects or deputy ministers. We should do the needful and recognize them if indeed there was something like the big six.
All right, Buyer Jeremiah writes, we should settle on a different date, which I suggest should be 28th February every year to be used as Founders Day. NPP and CPP all have their roots from the UGCC, which I believe is what NDC is against. And Wuni Lawal says, the NDC is progressively becoming like a Keep Fit club. Walk here, walk there, walk everywhere. Oh, really funny.
That's an interesting comment there.
But why is the NDC crying more than the bereaved? Nana
Well,
Mungude.
Nana Yauma also says, even initially it was labeled Founders Day, there wouldn't have been this topsy-turvy, but making it Founders Day will never bring peace. That's one from Nana Yauma. Then Barima Kubaji Jinjine says, the strenuous struggles by Nana Akufo-Addo and his efforts to muffle facts about Ghana's independence will amount to naught. He is marking a day in the memory of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, summarizes it all. Why set a day aside on the 4th of August when the UGCC was formed on that same day in...
Also, Mansur Idrisu Yimahagu writes, the fake Nkrumahist NDC are weeping more than the bereaved. The NDC should concentrate on celebrating their June 4th. So those are some of the comments coming in.
Right. Now, Raps, this is a very touchy subject. Skin bleaching versus toning. Are there any differences at all?
Well, there's a thin line between skin bleaching and toning. A lot of people bleach but pass it off as as toning. But it really is bleaching because you're removing one layer of the skin. And it has, you know, health implications.
Well, some people say toning is the modern name for bleaching. You agree?
It's just a nice way of saying I'm bleaching.
Well, as we say, to make whiter or lighter in color by exposure to chemical agents, that's been a raging debate about what skin bleaching and skin toning are. Some say toning is to the skin is done using skin tonics involving alcohol-based astringents in cosmetic products and herbal skin tonics to give the skin a rejuvenated feel. as the epidermal cells lose their capacity to produce new cells, while the dermis that produce collagen loses its elasticity, resulting in dry skin and wrinkles on the face. But hang on, there's also bleaching, and which is also done to change one's skin color basically. But for many people, there are even skin color left in the aftermath of whatever you choose to use can be a bother. Question to you is, what is the difference between bleaching and toning? And for those who say they are the same things, we ask, why the difference in name?
Okay, my view about the difference between toning and bleaching. Bleaching is trying to obtain a different color, but toning is actually improving your skin tone, like making it look better. Yeah, that's my view about the difference between the two.
There's no difference. I feel it is the generation today that have just made it look like something that is unique. But I feel there's no difference.
But if there's no difference, why does it have two different names?
I believe it's the company who have made it so, like the cream industry, so that they don't get held for anything that comes out. That's why they've decided to make it toning. And then some refer to toning because the cream, the hydro cream is not that strong in most of the creams lately. But still, your color changes.
So my understanding, I might say maybe toning is maybe just a little bit peeling off of your skin, and maybe bleaching might be into details.
Actually, I understand toning to be like you use a skin toner to cleanse your skin or shrink some pores, black spots and other stuff to make your skin nice. And with bleaching, you're actually changing the color of your skin from a dark color to probably a fair or white color.
I think they are the same thing.
If they are the same, why do they have two different names?
Well, okay, I think bleaching is the removal of the skin when you apply chemicals or anything to your body and to change the skin.
Well, we've asked this question on our Facebook page and you've been sending some very interesting comments, Raps.
Okay, Apo Kwejo Simon writes, when you bleach, it's wahala for you all, but when you tone your body, people see you and say, now you have your complexion back, but not knowing that they are all the same. I'm with you on that, brother. Sayaruka Boom Boom Shea Suglo writes, it's just a matter of semantics. Just like MPP and NDC, they are the same people with different symbols and party names. So it is with bleaching and toning. Next question, I beg.
Well, Judicious Odro Eric says, this is simple, cry. Toning is a way of changing human housing like a Nokia phone. For example, from black to white, while bleaching is a way of using cream to roast human body like roasted plantain. And Nasir Hassan Yaima says, I think ladies can help explain that best. So Aisha Ibrahim, please help us, although you still maintain your natural color, but I'm sure you have a little knowledge about it.
I shall return tomorrow. And Barima Kubaji from Jinjini says, there's really no difference between bleaching and toning because it all leads to a change in the color of the skin. And I agree with him totally.
We take one final one, and Kwame Nyame says toning is the updated version of bleaching. I think I like that one also. Well, onto our final subject of the day, Arab, I'm sure you'll be interested in this as well. It has to do with relationships.
Oh.
And it's about breakup.
Oh, and why would I be interested?
No, we understand ladies are very interested in relationships, and so breakups tend to affect them.
And men
a bit
aren't?
More. That's the name.
Okay.
Well, love, they say, is no assignment for the cowards, and some people being loved provides an escape from loneliness and solitude. But when two consenting individuals commit to sharing something as beautiful as a relationship, they are inspired to accomplish greater things together. But not all relationships go through to marriage and subsequently family making. When breakup occurs, it can be difficult in every respect. Question is, on Throwback Thursday, we ask you to tell us about your first breakup and how did you do it?
He caused it the day we got together, and the third day I found out he was going out with somebody else. So I told him it's over, I can't.
So which medium did you use?
No, I told him face to face, we can't do this.
I was very sad, but I had nothing to do because it just happened. So
Who caused it? Who caused it?
the guy caused it.
I think at that time I was in my final year in school. So because he was not seeing me and then coming around, he had to get another girlfriend at home whilst I was in school. So when I find out, I just walked away.
So how did he tell you it was over? Did he call? Or?
No, I rather walked away. He didn't walk away. I saw that he was cheating on me, so I just walked away.
Well, I wouldn't call that a breakup because it was child stuff. There wasn't really anything. There wasn't really any hurt to it because we got separated when we were children, and so when we came back, we realized we were just fooling ourselves. It was normal. We just talked about it, how we were before, thinking we loved each other, and it was nice. We just laughed about it.
Oh, in the beginning he caused it. He was misbehaving.
He was misbehaving.
Yeah, and when I be in it, it won't help me, so I just had to opt out.
So you called it off?
Yeah. In the beginning he wanted it off, but he wasn't courageous enough, so I helped him do it.
Okay. So which medium did you use? Did you call him or you met him face to face?
I just stopped calling him.
Well, Araba, how did you handle your first breakup?
Well, I don't recall, but I do recall a story told to me by my TV director, whose name is Gomez. He told me that he cried the whole day. He couldn't concentrate. His eyes were red as if they had put pepper in it. So, I mean, I was feeling really sorry for him.
Right, we asked this question on our Facebook page and you've been sending some responses. Well, George Agbanyo says, after the breakup, I just went home, took a deep breath, relaxed, and then came back to her house, rang the doorbell, and then ran away. Well, that's a very interesting one there.
Kwekupam writes, the most difficult time in my life. There were no signs of it coming, so it took me by surprise. I would never wish it on anybody. Annoying thing is that my friends make fun of my experience, but it's all good. It got me closer to God. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And Siao Ahineba writes, I locked myself inside for weeks. I couldn't go to work and eat because I felt the pain deep within me, just like Director Gomez. Yes.
Well, Doris Atia Devi says, it wasn't easy, loss of appetite and sleepless nights. Well, Miss Nana Amma also says, I didn't handle it, it handled me. Well, I would love to know how that really happened.
All right, Simon Kojo Agbochi says, I asked my mom to dance me 5 syringes of neem tree to clear all memories. And Jude Ahedo says, that thing, dear, is just something else. I almost joined my ancestors, but my big thanks goes to weed. Really?
Well, Amy Sajina said, I just called the police to come for her, so she's in someone prison celebrating Founders Day.
I don't believe that.
Well, I don't believe either. Letitia Dumont says, the most painful experience ever in my life. Death took him away from me. I didn't think I could ever put my life together. That's an emotional one there.
And Naneko Aduma Amwako writes, I walked from La Paz to Tema. It felt like walking from Accra Mall to Spanner Junction. Very short. Wow, I can relate to that.
Well, those are some of the comments you've been sending us on our social media platform. Well, Rabs, I'm sure many people are shocked not to see Aisha Ibrahim here.
Yes.
Do you know
Aisha,
where she is?
She's enjoying the Founders Day or Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day.
Okay. I have a 411 on Aisha Ibrahim.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you off.